Okay, so the problem, I can't fit two of those beasties in here. Anyway, let's get down to what's in there. So there is the bandsaw for cutting wax, the melting pot for cutting the wax. Underneath there is a lathe, like that. That's electronic stuff for the house, that stays. There's the silent compressor for the engraver. There's one blue bench top there. There's one blue one. They go underneath each other in a V like that. All right. The ultrasonic is the only tool that's not going. My wife wants to keep it for washing her jewelry. Other than that, there's cutting tools out the yin yang for the milling machine. Millions and billions of the things. Motorcycle gloves stay. Up the top here is more cutting tools for the milling machine, and then fixtures. That fixture over there is, I think, about $400 or $500 on its own. So there's a drawer full of fixtures for the milling machine. What's in there? There. Wax. 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 And more wax up there. That says massage. That came from Thailand. That will be staying. That's for mommy and daddy's special night. Alright, then the star of the show is the milling machine, of course. So that's it with its 5-axis configuration in. So X, Y, Z, A and B. I would strongly recommend learning to use it in its 4-axis version. The 4th axis is currently in a drawer down there. The 4th axis just looks like a unit like that without the 5th axis tied into it. The mill controller, which is not a computer, the PC for the mill is over there. Let me get my helmet off here. That's the mill controller PC that runs Mach 3. That's the spindle controller, mill controller, screen, keyboard, the jog dial for moving the axes around. There's another jog dial on the controller itself over there. So yeah, that over there is definitely the star of the show. Somebody asked me a question about whether it can cut metal or not. With that spindle, I would not be cutting metal. That spindle costs $3 to replace. You can get a Cavo spindle for anywhere between $400 to $600, which you fit on there, which is 1 kilowatt, and that will cut steel. All right, the machine itself has enough strength to drive a cutter through steel, but that particular spindle that's on there is damn expensive, and I would be loath to try and run it through metal. It has overcut bone, light metals, copper, brass. Alright, so in the top here is more cutters, drills. I think those are drills for the setting equipment. Down here we have that is a converter which converts the other NSK, the Nakanishi that's here. That converts it into a spindle for the milling machine. So if you ever bust that spindle, you could convert the Nakanishi as a spindle too. Quite a lot of up-end mills use the Nakanishi. Let me see if I can get around to the last drawer. Last 2 drawers down there. What do we have? As you can tell, space is a problem. Okay, inside here, spares for the milling machines. Oh, what do we have? Oh, goodness me. More. Okay, there's the 4th axis unit. There's 4 spare steppers. There's spare power supplies. Oh, that over there is a spare mill controller. So it's a spare mill PC, and the 2 things in the back there is 2 spare mill controllers, which is that unit. Those are about, I think, $1,000 each or something like that. All right, so over to the setting bench. We have the EMZ scope. It's got the 0.45 in the bottom, the Acrobat arm, the Nakanishi Emax, which is there, works beautifully. We have a hanging Fordham over there. We have the Lindsay Airgraver, which is here, which after the milling machine is the next star of the show. That machine is worth its weight in gold. Alright, then there is a GRS setting piece. Quick releases along with the bench peg into there, and then also the setting ball's rest, which goes in there, and then the setting ball rests on top of it. With all of this goes an insane amount of cutters and tooling, which is all up here. What was this? Those are diamond sharpening blocks. Those are the Lindsay sharpening templates. There's all the plastic holding equipment. Anyway, so there's heaps and heaps of stuff in here. Somewhere, where were the cutters? Where were the cutters? There we go. So those are all the carbide cutters inside there. Those are 30-40 bucks. Okay, so, and then of course there's the power hone in there, the Gioris power hone, and whatever sundry tooling you see lying around on the bench. Okay, I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, then I've got the silent compressor in there. Anyway, I'll just pan over it quickly again to give an idea of how much space you need. Okay, so the only thing out of everything you're looking at here that's not going is the ultrasonic. But that's a $100 ultrasonic off eBay anyway. So, alright, and then there's a heap of stuff in there, and then there's the lathe and everything under the bottom there. Alright, cheers, Chris out.